entry song.
Landing in this,
Beautiful and indeed a day.
that was, yes, both things are true.
Did you know something? I'm going to tell you a fact. I told another day at my table today. The Days used to own New Jersey.
What?
What?
They were the original land grant. The Days had something to do with that. They were like the big wigs in New Jersey. So this is my state. Dude.
Wow. Hey, we're the Days.
We're the dice.
Get off our turf.
I don't think 300 years ago they talked like that. I don't know.
You don't know.
Crazy guess.
They got the dice.
Wait, you guys, wait. Stop. I want to go down the line. Guys, D&D characters for the band. Bard? All right.
Norton, Stephen. Calling Stephen Norton.
Ooh, Rogue. Right. Barbarian.
The nicest thing anyone ever said about you.
Wizard, and beggar. Bye.
Oh, that makes sense.
Bye.
Wait. What would your character be?
Rich, you got no class at all.
That's so true, but that has nothing to do with D&D.
I'm usually a sorcerer or a wizard, although I think Charlie would be a rogue or a ranger. My opinion.
You took the words right out of our mouth.
Brom, you're just nodding.
He doesn't have a microphone.
You don't know anything. Get out. Anyway, hi guys. Thank you for coming out. I have been trying to get to this con for like 5 years. And then I haven't canceled this one, but I will say that I'm really happy to be here. I've had such a warm welcome, and all of you have good hair and cute accents, okay? The Northeast is kind of exotic to me. I've never even been north of Boston and anywhere around outside of New York, so like you're all living in sort of like exotic areas for me. I've seen several mullets. I don't know about New Jersey, but you guys know how to rock a mullet. I'm from Alabama. And I was just down in Alabama doing a con. I saw more mullets at this con than in Alabama, and I just want to applaud you because you're carrying it off. It looks good. What else can I say? I can answer questions. I love being up here alone because I can talk about me for an hour or however long we got me. And that's it. Should we do left side first? Hi. What's going on over there? Hello.
Hi.
What's your name? Janae. What's up?
Not much.
Great. Next? No, you have a question, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So, were there ever plans to continue with the original Charlie character instead of killing her off?
Okay, I wasn't in the writing room or I never would have died. Let's just be honest with that, okay? I mean, listen, I personally was bummed that I was killed off, but it's not my show. That's why I write my own stuff. I'm never gonna kill myself off, okay, you guys? But being Charlie was like one of the biggest blessings of my life, quite frankly. She made me a stronger person, acting as her. I'm much more kick-ass. I can definitely stab someone more competently now because of the fight training. And just feeling like I'm a part of something bigger than me is really a good feeling. I don't know what happened in the writer's room that decided to kill me. I don't think it was my body odor. It was a bummer though, because Bob Singer called me on the night that my Good Charlie, Bad Charlie episode was airing. And I, for the longest time, thought it was because I was a bad actor they wrote me off. But it had nothing to do with that. It was just they needed someone to make the Steins more evil so that the ending could happen in a really satisfying way for Jensen and Jared, Dean and Sin. And like, as a personal thing, it sucked, but for the story, they needed me, and I was there for them because it's their show. And I can only say that I was so blessed that they brought me back later. The one thing that I do regret is that because of COVID, I didn't go back up for the last season none of us did. 13 of us were supposed to be in a bar scene in heaven, and because the border was closed, they had to shoot that whole scene out. And even Andrew, the showrunner for those seasons, he told everybody that OG Charlie was going to be back, and she would have been back in that bar. And so that's kind of the bummer that we never got that closure or that sense of seeing her and Dean especially reunite. It would have been really nice, but hey man, life happens and you just have to roll with it. I'm middle-aged if you can't tell. Like me at 25 would be like sobbing or bitching or both. I'm good at both. Anyway, thank you. Next question.
Hello, I'm Leah.
Hi, Leah.
So I love D&D and everything like that.
So you like the fact that I labeled, was I good with the bands?
You were spot on.
I feel like I was good. I think maybe the barbarian would have been a paladin. I don't know. It said like a I don't know if they had a I don't know. What do you guys think? Barbarian?
I think we're very
Paladin? All right, apathy? Great, good one. What was your question?
I was gonna ask if you can tell me what class and what I should name my next character for this campaign.
Oh my God. This is better than naming your baby. What was your last character?
My last character was an orc.
Okay. What about, I'm throwing out Tiefling Warlock.
Perfect.
Are you okay with it?
I'm so okay with it.
Are you a magic user in general?
Yeah, I'm usually magic.
So do you want to be challenged?
Yes.
Okay. You need to be well, I don't know if tieflings are good on the front lines then. You need to be a puncher. Okay, dwarf, barbarian.
Beautiful. And what should I name my character?
Punchy. Okay, Punchy the dwarf barbarian. You got it?
Beautiful.
But it needs to be, it needs to be a woman with a beard.
Yes.
Because I guess dwarven women usually have beards anyway, right? That's not that exciting. Yeah, right? Thank you for the nodding. Apathy. Thank you for the nodding. Okay. Go forth and kick ass.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Who else in here plays D&D? Anybody raise it? And when did you get into it? The last maybe 5 years? Yeah, probably. Who's played it for more than 10 years? Not that many. Last 5? Yeah, last like 2? See, I think people have really discovered D&D. I started playing in like 2005, right around when I was on Buffy. The head of a sketch writing company that I took classes at asked me to be part of their campaign, and I played for years. I played a dumb sorceress named Jocelyn who loved fireballing her own party. It was my joy. It was very aggro. And through that experience of playing D&D so long ago, when I started solo streaming and I had a company called Geek and Sundry, I wanted to start a Twitch channel live streaming, and my idea was to put D&D on because I had such a joyful time with these other actors. But I was on Supernatural, I couldn't be on it. So my friend Ashley Johnson has this group of friends she played with, and it turned out to be Critical Role, which I think has really turned the whole D&D thing into so much more popular a thing. So I just love that people can play together. And yeah, I love it myself too. So, all right, thanks for that comment. Bye, Punchy. Hi, over here.
Hi, do you have a favorite board game except D&D and why?
Oh, a favorite board game. Okay, well, D&D's not a board game. Okay. Although a lot of people have, like, Gloomhaven is almost D&D, but that box literally weighs 50 pounds, and I got it right after I had my baby. I haven't opened it in 8 years, so that's, my favorite game is probably, I did a show with my friend Will. We created a show called Tabletop, and oh great, some of you people watch it. Yeah, so if you ever want to find a new game, we did celebrities playing board games, and you can learn how to play the game, because the hard thing about board games that you haven't played before is learning how to play them. I've been to parties where, like a board game party, where I sat down and we spent an hour reading the manual. It's not fun, you guys, really not fun. And the wonderful part of that was learning how to play as we watched the show. I would say that Sagrada is one of my favorites. It's really good. You get really pretty colored dice, and you're making stained glass windows with the dice and the numbers, but it's kind of strategic. So you can play it if you're not good at games, but also if you like games. It has deep strategy. I love, Takinoko, which is a really cute game about pandas and growing bamboo. And the latest one I was really in love with is about dragons, and the game is escaping my name. It's the one where you have shops. Yeah, Flamecraft, that's it, Flamecraft. That's the latest one that I play with my daughter. And because we have a friendly local game store near our house, and we go in and buy a game occasionally. And that Flamecraft is so cute, you guys. It has little dragons, and you open stores, and you go and try to, it's just cute. It's super cute. So those are my favorites right now. I love Lords of Waterdeep too. I love board games. I love getting together with my friends and playing games. It's like lessons. Now that after I had a kid, it went away for a while, but now she can play all the games and frankly kicks my ass at them. So it's kind of fun to play with her. I don't even let her win anymore. It's kind of embarrassing. Anyway, thank you for that question. Over here, hi.
Hi, Felicia.
What's up?
While we're on the subject of games, I was wondering if you had any new games you've been hyper-fixated on. And it's not necessarily just board games, but consoles, PCs, stuff like that as
Any
well.
games that I'm playing? Well, I've been playing Oblivion. Does anybody play like Skyrim? Anybody play Skyrim? Okay. Well, Oblivion Remastered just started, and I've been streaming it a couple times a week, and it's just so good. It's the best. I could play this game 8 hours a day, and I'm not kidding. And when it was out the first time, I did play it 8 hours a day. Nobody could stop me, all right? It was so good. So I've been really into that. I love those kind of games, RPGs, and I love games where I could grow turnips. I love it. Stardew Valley is the best game ever made. Thank you. And those kind of crafting games are my favorite. I know that Coral Island is about to come up with multiplayer this summer, so I'm going to play that with my friends. And they have that new Hobbit cozy game where you can be a hobbit and grow turnips. So like my summer's spoken for. All right? So those are my games that I'd recommend. You know, I love little indie games too. Like the Blue Prince is supposed to be an incredible game. It's a puzzle game. It's supposed to be the best puzzle game in years, but I'm too busy, you know, playing Oblivion and joining the Assassin's Guild. Because they're not real people, and they're fun to kill. Anyway, next question! Bye.
Hi, Felicia.
What's up?
I'm James. This is Dahlia.
Hi.
So one of my favorite scenes is the Walking on Sunshine montage bit.
Yeah?
And I was wondering if you had any stories to share about that. I know you're a singer, so I thought maybe you may have had some input with that, how that whole scene came together.
I had nothing to do with it, but it is one of my favorite songs. And I've even seen Katrina and the Waves in person in LA at like an 80s night where they played the song. And I was literally like weeping with how it meant to me. And that was before Supernatural. And the fun part of it is that Robbie Thompson, the writer of most of OG Charlie's episodes, all but the last one actually, where I was departed, he wrote all those episodes and he also did the spin-off. And he wrote Walking on Sunshine into the script. Now I had earphones on and we were actually playing it in earphones. And so when we were shooting the scene, I asked the AC, the camera assistant, hey, what song do you think I'm dancing to? And he's like, I don't know, Walking on Sunshine? He nailed it! And he literally did not know, and it was such a coincidence. So I have no story, I didn't influence the choice of the song, but it truly is one of my favorites, and I think that's why I had such joy. And when you're on a set, and there are all these people staring at you, and you gotta nail it, if you have the right song to accompany you, it just means something, and it just brings a realness to it, and I think that's kind of why that scene is so great, because I love that song. Anyway, thanks for asking. Hi.
Hello.
What's up?
So my question is, what is the weirdest food combo you've ever tried or just seen someone around you try?
Okay, what's the weirdest food combo I've ever tried, right? What was the last part of that question?
Or like, if you didn't have one, then what's the weirdest
Oh,
food
okay.
you've seen?
No. I mean, I went to a restaurant and they had pickled strawberries, pickled green strawberries, and it was actually really good, you guys. I've never eaten like sweetbreads or any kind of, I don't like organ meat, no judgment. You go ahead and eat your kidney if you want it, but it's not for me, okay? Or grains. I mean, when I was pregnant, I was really into peanut butter, and I did put peanut butter on a burger one time, and surprisingly, not that bad. I will tell you, you gotta do the crunchy though. There's nothing worse than creamy peanut butter, and I will fight you to death. It's disgusting. It has that sort of texture like KFC mashed potatoes, which is also one of the grossest textures that I can imagine, except it's hot, so it's even grosser. If you heat it up, creamy peanut butter, and try to make me eat it, I punch you in the face, okay? And I don't know why I'm looking at you in particular. I don't know. You're on my list, okay? Thank you for that question. I'm gonna say it. You come up here and try to deny that pineapple on pizza is bad. Oh, I just alienated half of you. Okay, raise your hand. Who likes pineapple on pizza? Thank you. Whoa. Whoa. You know, I grew up on the Gulf Coast of Mississippi, and when you order pizza down there, they send it, I'm not kidding, with things of French dressing. You can dip your pizza in French dressing, so that's kind of weird, and that's like a regional weird thing. People are, you're repulsed. Look at you. This whole region is about to puke. Okay, hi, what's over here?